water. But why is it so special? In every temple, we bathe the lordships. What is so special with this festival that it has to be named Snana Yatra? Lord Jagannath is taken out, okay? Taken out from where? From the temple. And okay, so as per your facts, Lord Jagannath is taken out from the temple so everyone can have his darshan. As a matter of fact, you'll realize that this is the period of sorrow because nobody can have darshan. It's the opposite. Okay, let's start with today's verse and see. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. The translation is, those who are new to this, glory to Sri Chaitanya and Nityananda, glory to Advaita Chandra, and glory to all the devotees of Sri Gaura, is Lord Chaitanya. So the Panch Tattvas, the five Prabhus who stand in front of us, and we are supposed to glorify them. Lord Nityananda, Lord Chaitanya, Lord Nityananda, Advaita Acharya, the others. So today's verse from Madhya Leela, chapter 11, verse number 62. Snana Yatra dekhi Prabhura haila bada sukha. Snana Yatra dekhi Prabhura haila bada sukha. Ishware anvasare paila bada dukha. Ishwarera anvasare paila bada dukha. Snana Yatra dekhi Prabhura haila bada sukha. Ishwarera anvasare paila bada dukha. Snana Yatra dekhi Prabhura haila bada sukha. Ishwarera anvasare paila bada dukha. Someone would like to repeat, please? कोई एक कर लीजिए. Snana Yatra dekhi Prabhura haila bada sukha. Ishwarera anvasare paila bada dukha. Snan Yatra. Mahaprabhu is looking at the Snan Yatra. And dekhi means to see. Prabhura means Mahaprabhu. Haila becomes Bada. Sukha. He gets a lot of happiness, pleasure in seeing the Snana Yatra. But Ishwarera Anvasare. Anvasar. Anvasar is the period when Lord Jagannath, in that wooden deity of Lord Jagannath, Jagannath himself, when he's taken away after the Snana Yatra, he's wooden. He's got a lot of paint. Paint has rubbed off. New paint has to be put. He has to be decorated again. And that process goes on for nearly 14, 15 days. That period is called Anvasar. So Ishwarera, Ishwar ka Anvasarera, Anvasare. The Anvasar, the Ishwar not being visible, not being approachable. Nobody can take his darshan because he's in a secluded area now. He's with Lakshmi ji now. Aila bada dukh. Because nobody can take his darshan. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not very happy about it. Translation. Upon seeing the bathing ceremony of the Lord Jagannath, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became very happy. But when Lord Jagannath retired after the ceremony, Lord Chaitanya became very unhappy because he could not see him. See, the H is capital. For those who are new, when it's H capital, that means we are referring to the Lord Krishna or Lord Jagannath. Similarly, for Radharani, H would be capital, her. For any other Devi or Devta, it will be small. Okay? Purport. After the bathing ceremony of Sri Jagannath, which takes place just a fortnight before the Rath Yatra, the body of Lord Jagannath deity is repainted. And this takes place just about a fortnight to complete. This period is called Anvasar. There are many who visit the temple to see Lord Jagannath regularly every day. And for them, his retirement after the bathing ceremony is unbearable. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu felt Lord Jagannath's absence from the temple very much. जिनको प्रेम हो जाता है भगवान से, ये बिछड़ना बहुत मुश्किल होता है उनके लिए. A special bath of Jagannath takes place. ये कब होता है? On the Purnima of the Jyesht month, which is the month running. So it's called Dev Snan Purnima, Devon ka Snan. To commemorate to commemorate means celebrate, to celebrate the appearance day of Lord Jagannath. माना गया है कि आज के दिन वो प्रकट हुए थे. आज के दिन means the day of the Snana Yatra. So there are many kinds of love categories. One is the enjoyment of love in union. Husband and wife meeting after some time is one love, but togetherness is another love. Being always there for each other. There's pleasure in that. But it seems when there is a vipralambha, separation, that love is more intense. And this is what is being expressed by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when Lord Jagannath retires for 14 days. According to Skanda Puran, when Raja Indradyumna, so you have to be careful, whenever Prabhupada gives a statement, he always substantiates it with some evidence. कहाँ से लिया हमने? इसके बारे में कहाँ लिखा है? So we cannot say Prabhupada just drummed up some words. No. He will give you the evidence. And when we all preach to others, आप भी जाएंगे अपने पड़ोसी को बताएंगे आज हमने क्या सीखा आपने क्या सुना. Always take the evidence with you. Don't speak without evidence. That's what we have to learn from Prabhupada. So what does the purport further says? According to the Skanda Puran, when Raja Indradyumna installed the wooden deities, he arranged this bathing ceremony. This day is bathing ceremony means Snana Yatra. This day is considered to be the birthday of Lord Jagannath, held on the full moon day of month of Jyeshta. This festival is also simultaneously held in all other important Puri, means Jagannath Puri, which is in Orissa. It attracts thousands of visitors and pilgrims from all over the country. Niladri Mahoday, a religious text written in Orissa, records this ritual of the festival Srihara in his Nashadhiya Charitra, also refers to this festival of Purushottam. This bathing ceremony has a speciality. As this festival does not find mention in the early religious texts, it is believed to be a tribal ceremony. Lord Jagannath, in his early form, was being worshipped as Neelamadhav by a Savara chief called Vishwabasu. You don't have to remember all these names, but just try to get the gist of it. The story is nicely told in the drama Jagannath Priyam Natakam. Natak hai ye. Till now, it is the Daityas and the Savaras tribals who have exclusive right to conduct the festival. The tribals called the Sauras or the southern Orissa still perform a rite to bathe these deities ceremonially on the last day of the month of Jyeshta. So we had on the 30th of June this festival. For this, they collect water from remote jungles where it remains untouched even by the shadow of the animals. Lord Chaitanya did not like this separation. Just see, who is Lord Chaitanya? Lord Chaitanya is Radharani in the separation of Krishna. Lord Chaitanya came to this material world for two reasons, three reasons, external and internal. उनका अंदर का रीजन क्या था? He was looking at Radharani. Krishna is looking at Radharani's pleasure. How much pleasure she gets when she's in the company of Krishna with me. ऐसा क्या है? What is that anand that she's getting? I, Krishna, want to experience that anand that my devotee gets. So he took the form of Lord Chaitanya, but the mood of Radharani and came to this material world. So Lord Chaitanya is Radharani in the separation of Krishna. And Lord Jagannath, comparatively, so Jagannath ji kya hue? He is Krishna in the separation of Radharani. I will see the pictures. When does he manifest the form of Lord Jagannath? Whenever he thinks of Radharani and whenever he gets absorbed in the mood of separation from her. And this has happened very vividly in Dwarka. The Dwarka की एक बहुत बड़ी कहानी है. Have you seen that? Let's go back to the photograph. There's a picture. So in the center, arrow mark is visible. Yeah, this. That is Subhadra Maharani, their sister. Krishna or Jagannath ji. and Baladev. Okay? दोनों भाइयों के बीच में एक बहन बैठी है, छोटी बहन. And suddenly you will see, if you have seen the pictures of Lord Jagannath or personally visited in Puri, they just have hands down, no legs, shorter forms, as if the limbs have shrunk inside. आंखें खुली हैं, eyes are never closed. And Jagannath ji does not have any eyebrows. जगन्नाथ जी के कभी ये भुरे नहीं होती हैं आंखें. तो हम देखेंगे why he doesn't have eyebrows, why his eyes are always open. जगन्नाथ जी की आंखें हमेशा खुली क्यों होती हैं? Jagannath ji appeared in the form of a wood. He came in the dream of Indradumna Maharaj and begged him or requested him, please get me carved in that piece of wood. And Indradumna Maharaj, who had completed lot of penances, tapasya बहुत की थी उन्होंने, he organized the carving of this wooden deity. And the Lord had asked him, give me a bath as well. मुझे स्नान दीजिए. Snan, when we look at the deities in the temple deities को बार-बार स्नान नहीं करवाते हैं. There are replica deities in every temple, उनको स्नान करवाया जाता है. On special occasions, there may be snan for the big deities, but generally not every week or every month. No, they are not given snan. Jagannath ji from Puri, who is made of wood, is one of those deities who, as a main deity, is given a snan. नहीं तो मंदिर में बड़े डेटीज को स्नान नहीं देते, कि रेप्लिका को देते. Now, Jagannath ji has been given a snan. He has been painted over, decorated, and he is now sitting with Lakshmi ji. It's a temple called the Sri Temple or Jagannath Mandir, the main temple, the Sri Temple. Sri means Sriji. Yahan Sriji lives here. However, Jagannath ji does not like to be in this temple. It's not that he doesn't like, he likes it, but he likes more to be a temple which is 3 kilometers away from it, which is called Sri Gundicha Temple. ये एक सड़क के दो तरफ है. एक तरफ ये बड़ा मंदिर है जगन्नाथ जी का, and 3 kilometers away, that is what Rath Yatra is for. Okay, to go from this temple to Gundicha Temple. Okay. Now here he lives with Sriji. He doesn't like it because this is Sriji's temple. घर जवाई है यहाँ पे. He is living in his wife's house, father-in-law's house, Varun Dev ji. And no self-respecting son-in-law would like to live in his father-in-law or wife's house. So the Gundicha temple, which is 3 kilometers away, has a Vrindavan feel to it. And Jagannath ji feels that these Vasis, the inhabitants of Gundicha temple, are just like Vrindavan Vasis. Therefore, whenever he takes bath on this temple, he takes it on a chabutra, so that from there he can see the Gundicha temple and see the Brajvasis from there. जब नहाते भी हैं तो ऐसे ऊंचे स्थल पे जाके नहाते हैं यहाँ पे, ताकि सामने का मंदिर नजर आ सके जहां उनको ब्रजवासी नजर आते हैं। इतना प्यार है ब्रजवासियों से। नाउ दिस टेम्पल, वाइफ्स हाउस, like an official place. The other temple, more relaxed. This temple, people see him in awe and reverence. यहाँ पे he is just a Gopal with the Brajvasis, enjoying simple pastimes. अपनापन होता है ना जैसे, वैसा लगता है। So let's just contemplate on a pastime of Dwarka. एक बार द्वारका जी में, in Dwarka once, Rohini Mata, the mother of Balaram ji, Rohini Mata was asked by all the other queens, all the queens there of Krishna, tell us about the pastimes of Krishna in Vrindavan. Now remember, Rohini was in Mathura Vrindavan. She was living in Nand Baba's house. She is the wife of Vasudev, Krishna's father, and also Balram's father. But she was living at Nand Baba's house along with Yashoda Maiya. So she has seen the childhood of both these children. Now the question I'm answering here is, why Lord Jagannath has those wide eyes? इतनी बड़ी-बड़ी आंखें क्यों हैं? So once Mother Rohini tried to describe the childhood past. Remember, Dwarka mein, in Dwarka, Lord Krishna ruled as a king. He had his childhood pastimes only in Vrindavan, Mathura area. बचपन वहीं बिताया था उन्होंने। यहाँ तो राजा है ना। So, Rohini Mata से सबने पूछा, please tell us the pastimes of Krishna's childhood. Rohini Mata agreed to that, but on a condition. The condition was that as long as Krishna and Balaram do not hear that, what she's speaking, then and only then she will recite these pastimes. ऐसा क्यों है? Why? Because if I recite those pastimes, Krishna and Balaram will go into ecstasy. वो बहुत मुग्ध हो जाएंगे, उनको संभालना मुश्किल हो जाएगा मेरे लिए. Remember, Krishna is the king now. Balaram is assisting him. In one big hall, comfortably, all queens are sitting. Rohini Mata is telling them or about to start the pastimes. उनकी लीलाएं बताना शुरू कर रही हैं अभी कृष्ण के बारे में. And the condition she put was कि दरवाजे पे at the door please keep one watchkeeper. Subhadra was made the watchkeeper. छोटी बहन को बोला तुम जाके दरवाजे, go and stand at the door, so that when Krishna and Balram are seen by you, you just give us a signal and we'll stop the discussion. Good arrangement. Subhadra stood outside and Rohini Mata started. The katha was very intense. So intense that Subhadra could not resist opening the door slightly and peeping inside it. Just imagine, one door is closed, one is open, and she's putting her head inside. Now she's not looking outside. And at that same very time, Krishna and Balram are passing through that area and they see this strange behavior of their sister Subhadra. Half inside, neck, the rest of the body is outside. What's happening? So they quietly go behind her. Choti बहन है ना, disturb नहीं कर रहे. They go behind her and they also quietly peep inside and they hear what Rohini Mata is saying. Rohini Mata is also not looking at the door because that job has been entrusted to Subhadra. Rohini Mata is also in ecstasy, describing the pastimes. Krishna and Balaram listen to their childhood pastimes from the wonderful lotus mouth of Rohini Mata. At that time, they went into ecstasy. Their limbs just shrunk inside. Their eyes became wide open. And that's where the form of Jagannath comes up. The advantage to us of this form is that whenever we go in front of the Lord, rest assured, He's looking at us all the time. भगवान हमेशा हमें देखते हैं, जगन्नाथ भगवान. Indradumna Maharaj pleaded when Lord Jagannath was ready, installed. Lord Jagannath was very happy. And he said to Indradumna Maharaj, Mango mujhse, what blessings do you want from me? Indradumna Maharaj said, give me three. I remember two, but let's just try it. The first one, that do not give me a son. If I have a son, when he takes over the rule, he may claim these deities to be his. These deities should belong to the devotees. ये भगवान भक्तों के हैं. They don't belong to anyone as a private property. And number two, please keep your eyes always open to bless the devotees. The doors of the temple should never be shut. So, you ever go to Jagannath Puri, you can always take the darshan. It's, I think, at 2:30 at night that they close the temple. That's the only short, brief period. But otherwise, whole of the day, you can take Lord's darshan because that's a blessing given to Indradumna Maharaj. And thirdly, Bhagwan, I want your hands to be always wet. Wet means घी में लदे होने चाहिए आपके हाथ. They should be always bhoga for you. Always going. So Indradumna Maharaj was blessed with that. जो भगवान कृष्ण और बलराम के साथ हुआ, the ecstasy that Lord Krishna and Balaram experienced when they listened to their own katha from Rohini Mataji, a similar ecstasy was experienced by Lord Rama also. Love and Kush, his two sons, along with their mother Sita Mata, were living in Valmiki's ashram. Valmiki ji had taught Love and Kush Ramayana. Love and Kush used to go village to village and recite the Ramayana. One day, they reached in the palace of a king and they recited the Ramayana. The king didn't know they were his sons, and the sons didn't know this was Lord Ram. When Lord Ram heard his own katha from Love and Kush, he went into very similar ecstasy. Dhunak, mantra mugdh ho jana, is what was experienced by Krishna and Balaram. It's Snana Yatra is one festival which we don't keep a fast. If you remember, every other temple, every other occasion, we keep fasts. But on Snana Yatra, we don't keep a fast. It's a peculiarity. The 15 days period, Anvasar, when Lord Jagannath is actually resting before being re-established or before the Rath Yatra starts, he's not actually resting. He's actually trying to convince his wife or please his wife, Lakshmi ji. He's giving her quality time. Quality time kya hai? In 15 days' time, he wants to go on a Rath Yatra to Gundicha temple. That will be a separation from Sriji. Remember, Lakshmi ji is not permitted to go to Vrindavan. Lakshmi ji does not enter Vrindavan. Lakshmi means opulence, dhan, aishwarya, jiska for which Vrindavan has no place. Vrindavan is a place of prem. वहां प्रेम का धन होता है. And Sriji is having a different opulence. Therefore, she doesn't go to Vrindavan. So she cannot go to Vrindavan in this case, or Gundicha temple, which she does go afterwards to call him back. I'm forgetting the past time, but I think that's what it is. Correct me if I'm wrong. But here, Jagannath ji is with his wife Sriji. He's resting for 15 days, trying to give a quality association to his wife so that she does not object for the separation after 15 days when he goes to the Gundicha temple. जब मैं दूसरे मंदिर में जाऊं, मुझे जाने देना, please. So that's as far as I know of this pastime. Let me see if there's anything else that I can share with you. No, we have done all the points. I think we have pretty much covered. When 15 days of period, Anvatsara period comes, the Lord uses it fully to give quality time to Lakshmi ji. But why? Because in 15 days, he has to go for Rath Yatra. Pleasing Lakshmi ji now will make things easier while taking permission to leave. Okay. So with that, we just stop the Snana Yatra Katha. And Lord Jagannath Maharaj ki, Jai Prabhupada ki, Jai. Anything you would like to ask or add to this pastime, please? बोलना चाहेंगे? Yes, he's got a cold. He's got a cold. He pretends to have a cold. Perfect. He's actually trying to pacify Lakshmi. And of course, it's a new paint, physically speaking. It's a new paint. It takes time. It's what you can call organic kind of paint, vegetable paint. So it's not a chemical thing. And it takes little time to dry out. And that's why. पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र की जय, चैतन्य महाप्रभु की Taigo Premanande. Hari Hari Bol. Thank you very much. Anyone for Kirtan? Any Kirtan? Mataji, Mataji, Kirtan?
Vinita Mataji, you want to go?